Hello everybody, hope you're okay. Missing you lots and lots. Recently we have been looking at places around the world, and last week we looked at London. This week we'll be looking at France, and France is a country not far from us. So if we look on a globe, we are here, where my finger is pointing to, and France is just across the water, just here. And as the capital of England is London, the capital of France is Paris, and today there is a lion in Paris, and that's the title of our book, and it's by Beatrice Alemagna. And I wonder if any of you have ever been to France, and maybe you could spot some of the things in the book maybe you've seen. He was a big lion, a young, curious and lonely lion. He was bored at home on the grasslands, and so one day he set off to find a job, love and a future. He arrived in Paris by train without any luggage. It was the first time he had been in a big city. Naturally, it was a little scary. The lion wanted to see if he would terrify anyone. He wondered if people would start screaming, if they would step aside in horror as he passed, or if they would pursue him with a rifle shot. What do you think you would think if you saw a lion in your local cafe? The people were hurrying around with a strange kind of sword under their arms, but nobody thought about attacking him. That surprised him. Swords. Do they look like swords? Puzzled, the lion went down into the metro. The metro is a bit like the underground. The people on the platform hardly even glanced at him. So then he roared very loudly to make them turn around and look at him. More than anything, the lion liked to be noticed, and he thought it was very sad to be ignored. When he went out into the street, it started to rain. That made him think of his lovely sunny grasslands, and he felt sad. He turned all grey and shiny like the roofs around him. In the middle of a square, he saw a huge factory with workers going up and down in a transparent pipe. The sun came out again, making the building explode into 1,000 stars of light. He stood there, gaping at it. The lion walked along a river that cut the city in half, and the river smiled at him like a mirror. What do you think he sees in the river? At last, a girl noticed him, and her eyes followed him for a while with a loving, tender look. The lion's heart was beating very fast as he continued his long walk. At the top of an endless flight of steps, he saw a white castle. "It looks like an ice cream cake, doesn't it?" said an old lady, smiling at him. "Rrr," replied the lion. They went back down all the steps together. Can you spot the lion? I wonder if anybody knows what this is called. A Then he came down to an enormous iron tower and he trembled with fear. He climbed right to the top and the people down below looked like ants. He absolutely loved it. The city had appeared so dreary and frightening and grey in the morning, now seemed to be smiling at him with all of its windows. At a big crossroads, he stopped abruptly. Abruptly means very suddenly. There was a beautiful plinth standing in front of him. The lion climbed up onto it. He put his two paws together and gave a loud roar of joy. Roar! Then hundreds of cars tooted their horns to welcome him. This is the place for me, thought the lion, grinning. He looked into the distance and decided to stay, perfectly still and happy. The end. I hope you enjoyed our story, and I'll see you soon.